Hey, good morning, Pirates. A screencast this morning on the 17th of March for our agenda for today. Our new objective, again, is to design, build, and refine a device that works within given constraints to convert one form of energy into another. We are using this Louvee car. Again, that is our goal for our device. Zoom times, anytime today. I should have it open. If not, I'll open it as soon as I realize somebody's trying to get in. The agenda, our bell work. You're going to add slide 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 today to your Bellwork slideshow / journal. And again, this is a journal for your journey in your construction of your Louvee air car. And so there's not just the Bellwork. But to start off, you're going to add slide 2, which is take a screenshot of this, Command-Shift-4, then open your Bellwork and put the date on a slide, and then insert that picture onto the slide. Let me get rid of that. Let me just insert. So slide in, insert image, upload from computer, find that screenshot, and insert it on slide for today. On your second and third and fourth slide, I'm asking you to insert pictures from the design documents. And so basically you're going to take the directions for the car that are written on the document, and you're going to put them in your slideshow so you have evidence of the design of the car, which is a part of this engineering design cycle in your journal. So to do that, if you open this document, and I'm going to size it down make it a little bit smaller. Then actually let me just select it, copy it, Command-C, then on the next slide in this text box, see if I paste it what happens. There we go. So I have the design information in my slideshow. Then on the next two slides, I want you to put the actual parts diagram and assembly diagram. So here you'll do a screenshot, Command-Shift-4, select that, open the assembly diagram and do the same thing, Command-Shift-4, select it, then go to your slideshow. And here you could insert it as an image just like we did with the cycle. And that would be one way to put it on that slide. You could also, if you go to File, actually no, if you click on the slide and it says Change Background, you could choose an image to become the background on the slide. And that actually makes the slide so that you could actually like put a text box or arrows and so forth over the image to mark it up. And that might be helpful as you move forward to show how you're modifying your car and so forth. Finally, we're going to start our first journal entry today. So going to put the day 1 and the date. Then I'm going to actually just copy this script and then paste it on that slide. Maybe make it a little bigger. So I read through the car design notes, started making the model or the prototype. I completed the body tube, the motor mount. And so I'm going to show you, I did not complete my body tube yet, but I did complete my motor mount. And then below are pictures of my motor mount. Then right here I'm going to insert a picture of my motor mount. You can see I will go to photo booth, take a picture of my motor mount, and then I will insert image again, but now I have to go get it from my photo booth, which will be in my photos, which I have lots. Let's see if I can find. Right there. And so here I have a script. Notice that I have described what I did. And I have connected it to the cycle because I'm talking about the design and the prototype. I'm showing my example. The last piece is I want to reflect. And maybe I say this part was difficult to fold, especially the folds making the groove in the top. So that is the last slide for today. I go back and look at my agenda. I'm now going to go submit that. So I'll have day 2 submitted. I should have 6 slides total at this time. My title slide, my slide with my cycle, and then 3, 4, and 5 are the design documents. Slide 6 is my first journal entry. Once I've done that, I'll have my parts I started making the other day, and I'm going to go ahead and begin to pick up where I left off in building my car parts. Again, I would encourage you to build the parts before you try to assemble the car. But again, you can choose kind of to experiment with what journey you would like to take in terms of completing it. Virtual students, remember, you may be gathering material still. That's fine. Evaluate, if you have not, what you have at home. There are substitution options, and there's packets here in the office that you could come get anytime between 8 and 2 p.m. Or if you have a friend who is coming to in person, you could ask them to pick a packet up for you and bring it home to you if that's something that would work. Both Mr. Keltner and I are available to do that, have materials available for that. The last thing I wanted to show you, I want to make sure that you understand this assignment. So in this, at the bottom of the agenda is this demo slideshow, which is the slideshow that has my samples and so forth. But I wanted to kind of show you the journal daily expectations. As you begin working on your car, it's super important that you create a new slide at least every day that is the journal. That was our last slide today. And this is a log of your progress. It's a daily expectation every day that you work on it. Should have 3 to 5 sentences describing your new work for that day. Describe your struggles and successes. That would be the reflection piece. Make sure you connect it to an engineering design cycle. And then make sure you have evidence, pictures of your work. And then here at school, we're really focusing on making sure the parts have your name on it because they all look alike, and when you have 100 students working on them, parts get lost and so forth. The next slide here is the actual scoring guide. And so you can see this part, the journal itself, is worth 50 points, and you're going to get 5 days worth of journal points. And every day of those 5, I need you to connect it to the cycle, photograph evidence, have a description, and a reflection. And so the C, E, D, R are those 4 parts, 2 points each for 8 points a day. And then how many total cycles do you go through? You should at least go through 2 to get full credit. And so we're going to create the car, test the car, and then try to go back and refine it and make it better and retest it. So go through the cycle a second time for a total of 50 points in your journal. And then you can see the scoring guide for the car is right here. And so the first time, your first test, you could get 26 points. The second test, you could get 26 more points. And I want to make sure you understand that these parts right here, that like the length and diameter of the body tube, the second time when you're refining it, if you change the design, then you're indicating what the length should be or the diameter. Same thing with wheel size if you change the design. So I would be looking to your journal to determine whether or not you have the right size and so forth on this second or refined attempt and test. You can see here there's an opportunity for extra credit. You could end up with 52 out of 50. There's also extra credit here if you document going through the cycle 3, 4, 5 times. You could end up with some extra credit in that category as well. If you have any questions, please email me or check into the Zoom, and I hope to hear from you.